Ah, this makes me so sick. It's close enough. Can we count it? I said we could. All right, everyone. We are on episode 2 of chasing the Magnificent 7. And as y'all can see, it looks like we are in the jungle. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. There's some good glass on top right here. And according to our maps and what we've done research on, there should be an ash layer here. On the top, it looks like it's gonna be 20 stuff. And we're not really sure how deep it is. We're hoping it's gonna be about 5 or 6 foot. I know for a fact there were some whiskey jug pieces found in a creek not too far from here. And that's a really, really good sign that we're in the right age bracket. So we've cleared us a little spot out here, broke some limbs off, broke ground, kicked all the grass out of the way to make sure there were no snakes there. And now we're gonna get down and dirty and see what we can find. First bottle of the day. Nice little amber one, probably mid-20s. Not as old as we want, so we're going to go a little bit deeper. Well, that was incredibly disappointing. It's already 80 degrees here in Alabama and we are covered in sweat and mosquitoes. We dug 5 foot deep and started probing because we weren't hitting any ash layers. We probed another 5 foot, so we probed to the 10-foot marker, and we may have heard a 2-inch ash layer. It's not enough for us to go after and continue digging. That's just kind of par for the course when you're out trying to find stuff that nobody else has ever found. We found a bunch of slick meds. That brown bottle that we found was a sharpened dome, so it was a poison bottle. But that being said, we're going to move to a new area that is well known, and a bunch of coke hutches were found in there. I say a bunch, 4 or 5, and everybody thinks that it's dug out. We're going to give it a shot anyways, see if we have any luck there real quick, since we've already killed the better part of our day on this hole. So let us cover this up real quick. We'll get back with you when we get to the new spot. All right, we're at our new old spot. We'll probably be laughed at by the local diggers because this area has been hit by an excavator. It's been hit by a bobcat and hit by every digger in Alabama for about 10 years. And I'll tell you the reason why. That big tree right over there, they dug a coke hutch there, dug a coke hutch there, dug a coke hutch there, and a coke hutch there. So 4 Birmingham coke hutches have come out of here, and over 100 Pratt City Indians, which is the Indian embossed Indian hutch that I like, have all came out of this area. Now it's been hit extensively, but we came out here last year, and over there, right in this area right here, we actually dug 3 or 4 Inslee scales that were whole. So we hit an area that everybody had missed, and we figured out that the bobcats and excavators and old-time diggers all avoided the trees because of the roots. So we're gonna try to go under the trees, under the roots, and hit the very small areas that they missed in hopes of finding something good. Now this dump was very, very rich with a lot of really valuable bottles, and this isn't something that we would normally do, but like I said, we're going after coke hutches. And if you're gonna do that, you gotta be willing to pull out all the stops. And frankly, we wasted a good part of our morning on a hole this morning that produced nothing, so we're kind of limited on time, and this is our best case scenario, is to dig right here because it's only about 4 foot deep. So let's see what we can get out of here. Just broke out the Sawzall, took out a couple of the roots right here, widening around the bottom, and Clayton pulled out the first hutch stopper. So there's some really good glass though. You can see it right here, right here, right here. Look at that nice purple color to that. Because that was exposed in the sunlight. Now the theory, there's some cobalt. The theory behind this dump is these roads that you can kind of see that are running here. There's one over there. There's one here. This was actually in between the blocks. And there's a creek right on the other side of my truck over there. And this area right here flooded a lot. There we go. Get some of that action. I forgot and left a metal cutting saw blade on there, and it's a little dull, needless to say. It works better than a shovel though. So the theory was they filled in between the blocks with trash, and there was a really good seam right here, like I said, and we're really hopeful something's gonna be under this tree because we're putting a lot of work into it. If not, nothing ventured, nothing gained. You know, I guess that saying comes to mind, go big or go home. Well, we're definitely gonna try to go big today. Just pulled out nice big jug top right here. That could have probably been either a 3 or a 5 gallon, as big as it is. And then underneath one of those roots was a nice Boyd's porcelain, the liner for the top of a mason jar lid. So we'll take that. It's better than nothing, especially after all the work we've put in so far. We're gonna keep on going though. It's probably only about another 1.5 feet deep. We're just trying to get enough room that we can move around down there and really channel underneath that tree. All right, things are starting to get interesting. Here's that jug piece. You can see what would have been an L, an A, and a B. That would have been an Alabama jug. And me nor Clayton have ever seen one of these.
Or anything with that marking on it.
If we can find the other pieces, we'll take and piece it together. Here's the other thing. Told y'all they found 100 of them in here. There's one right here, and here's another one right here. Sadly, both broke. The last one of these that is the most common that I sold on eBay went for $220. The rare one, which right here where it says the Pratt City Bottling Works, if it says it below it, that's the jumbo one, and I sold one of those for $650. So, you know, we're in a money hole if we can find an area that was not dug. Now, where Clayton's right foot is over there, we just dug a Coke can, a Pepsi bottle, and a sweet tea bottle where a digger had marked where he had stopped. Usually that's what the diggers will do. They'll throw some plastic bottles or something in there so they'll know where they stopped in a Zaxby's container. So we're hoping that he stopped right at the root line, and where we're going, there's gonna be some good whole stuff left. In here, it's kind of 50-50. 50% of it's broke, 50% of it's whole.
And there's a crap ton of bricks.
And there's a ton of bricks. That's why most of it's broke. Whenever they dump the trash in here, they drop the bricks on top of them and broke a lot of good stuff. Back then, of course, they didn't care because it was just trash. But nowadays, we wish they'd have done things differently. So, while the camera's off, I just dug a bottom, and then there's the top to one of those Indians.
That's a rock.
Ah, this makes me so sick. It's close enough. Can we count it?
I said we could.
It's 60% there. We'll go with
you
that.
Set it on a shelf and it'll display well.
Yeah, that's killing me. It's killing me, guys. These are the bottles that I collect, and to find piece after piece after piece, I mean, it's really getting me. Would have been a beautiful bottle though. We did find our Eagle bottles that we find a lot of aside to one of those, and we found the top to another jug. That may not be it. We laid it around here someplace. Anyway, so we're still searching for those pieces to that jug as we go as well. Either way, these really good pieces are enough to keep us motivated to keep digging for now.
And we're on bottom too.
Yeah, we're on bottom. So we will take that. Now we're just widening out to get ourselves some room. Show y'all what we're looking at. Right under there where that brick is, that is the area that's undug. And right over there, you see how the sand mixes back in on this side? That area has been dug. So we've got to a point where we're hard to get past these roots, so we're kind of really just scrounging. And I just pulled out this stopper. So, nice little small, I'll take that. We'll keep going for a few more minutes, see if we can pop anything else out of here. Right back there behind that root, nice little small sample. Looks like it says Pyrex. Here's one sticking out of the wall. Of course it's not embossed, but it is one of the nicer, older ones that has a kind of a panel right here. I'd like to see what the label would have said. At least it's whole. We'll take that for sure. I think we're about done though. I've had my fill of the roots. Clayton's done got changed. I think he's done for the day too. Yep. We're gonna go probe one more spot, see if we do any good there, and we're gonna have to leave this right here for today, and we're gonna come back probably tomorrow and clip all of these roots out where we can see a little bit better, and recharge the Sawzall batteries and see what we can get. We found the original creek bed on the other side, and it was all just super sandy. Nothing there. Checking the tip, seeing the color of the dirt that come up with it. It's blacker colored dirt right here for sure.
No glass or rust.
When you look over here, it never hurts to jump out and probe though. I mean, we, like I said, we're not far from where all these coke hutches were found. It's definitely worth checking out. Nothing there either. I'll show y'all what it looks like.
That's black from where it went well, when you pull it back up, it'll gather the dirt that's on the side, so that's black. Then whatever it hits at the bottom is what color it'll be right there.
Yeah.
That's clay.
Hey, clay, not what we wanted. And I think that it's important to represent this hobby to its fullest and show people that you're not always finding something. A lot of times it's this right here, exactly what we're doing. Walking around empty lots, looking for good places to dig. I wish our first spot this morning would have worked out, but our second area looks very promising. We found such good glass there that I can't wait to get back tomorrow and see what we find. Okay guys, for those of you that have made it to the end of the video, congratulations. You're going to get something awesome in return. You're going to get a chance to win an Excalibur shovel like the ones that we use in all of our dig videos. The long handled one, just like we use while we're digging for bottles. They were extremely nice and they sponsored this giveaway. They didn't have to do it, but I'm excited to be able to give somebody that's a viewer one of these shovels. And by us putting this giveaway at the end of the video, I'm hoping that we're going to give it to an actual hardcore fan that sticks through our videos even when they're not the best days, like today where we didn't find a ton of awesome stuff. We found some really cool pieces, but nothing super whole. I hope that the subscribers can understand that we could continue to dig the same bottles that we always have in the same deep holes and show you practically the same thing week after week. But we've decided to go after something bigger, something more exciting, something more rare, and that's going to take some time to find the places to be able to do that. We have a few areas still lined up to go to. This is by far no means the end of it. This is just the second episode of the Chasing the Magnificent 7 series, so we're excited to see what we can pull out. So there again, y'all check out excaliburshovels.com. Drop a comment below. That's all you have to do to be eligible. Like I said, I would prefer that you be a subscriber, but if you're not, that's okay. At the end of next week, next Friday, we'll pick the winner and somebody will get an awesome new shovel. So I hope that y'all enjoyed the video today. Just bear with us. I can't wait to show y'all what's coming in the coming weeks.